Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to look on lesson 9. We're going to do example B. Okay, and this is going to look a little bit different than what we're used to. Okay, we're just using order of operations. Remember, I just handed back what's 8s to some of you. A lot of you, you're still expanding. Okay, remember, we don't expand, we combine like terms before we take stuff away. So just make sure you take a look at that, and if you have questions, let me know. So I'm going to go back to my app. And we're going to go to lesson 9, and you'll notice how it looks different. It says if star equals 4, we're going to evaluate that expression. Okay? So this is how you're going to be writing it on your Notability app. You're going to write star equals 4, and underneath it you're going to write 3 star plus x minus star plus 1. Okay, and you'll notice that there's no equal sign because we're going to be doing evaluation, which means we're going to solve. So right now we've got star equaling 4, and I'm going to have x equal the opposite of that, which is negative 4. Okay, so now you can kind of see the relationship between the two. The star is 4, then x is negative 4. And I'm going to plug this in. So when you do your homework, I want you to write your problem like this. I want you to tell me what the other variable means, and then we're going to be plugging it in. So underneath this now, I'm going to take out my star and I'm going to put in 4. I'm going to take out my x and I'm going to put in negative 4. Okay, you're going to notice that right here, this negative 4, I put parentheses around. The only reason why I did is because, do you see how I have a plus minus? I have 2 signs next to each other. You don't have to put in the parentheses there, but I found that it was a lot easier for students. Okay? So it's up to you on what you want to do on that. Okay, so now if I do order of operations, what do I do first? Multiply. So 3 times 4 is 12. And again, it's left to right. And you're noticing that it's getting more difficult as we go. Okay, now order of operations, what I'm going to do next. Okay, so 12 plus negative 4 is 8. So 8 minus 4 plus 1. Again, I'm going left to right, so I get 4 plus 1, and my answer is 5. Okay, that's it. That's the problem. And that's what you're doing today. So again, they're going to give you what star or x equals. You're going to tell me what the other one equals. You're going to write down the expression, and then you're just going to plug it in. Okay. So if I go back to my app, then this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to plug in 5, the number that was at the bottom. All right, so now I'm going to move on. Here's the next problem. So I get x equals negative 6, and I have 2 star plus 2x plus 5. Okay. So if I go back to my notes and my notability, okay, this is example C. I'm going to put in x equals negative 6, and I'm right underneath it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, if x is negative 6, star is positive 6, that's right, okay? So now notice that I am not combining like terms on this because I'm not solving for a variable. I'm just doing order of operations like a check. So I'm going to take out my star and I'm going to put in 6. Then I'm going to multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. might want to do the multiplication in separate steps. I mean, you can multiply 2 times 6, -6 there too. Sometimes kids get, just get really confused if I do too many. Okay.
Shouldn't the second two be positive 6 and numbers?
No, because X equals that.
That's star.
Okay, so what he's asking is,
Scroll up.
do you see how this is X? X is positive.
Okay, there, that's right.
-6, yeah, that's a good question. And it's good to check. What he was saying is he had X, he was wondering if this number right here should be positive or negative, and it should be negative because of this right here. Good question. All right, so let's move on. I'm gonna multiply 2 times -6 is -12. And then notice I just put all the other stuff down around it. Then I'm going to add 12 plus 6 is 18. And then I'm going to add 18 plus -12 is 6. And I'm going to look at 11. Okay. So the first 4 in your assignment for tonight are like these, okay? Then after that, you're going to do it just like lesson 8. But again, remember, you want to combine like terms before you add or subtract anything. And when you do the check, you take the original problem. Okay? Are there any questions before I have you get started? All right, the rest of the time is yours to work. Make sure you ask if you have questions.